Hey guys, Brian Schlonsky here for 10 News, joining you on Facebook Live now. We are getting ready to have an update from police on a shooting that happened at the La Jolla Crossroads. We've been here for the last hour or so talking to witnesses, getting information from them, and this does not sound good. I'm going to set the scene here, turn this around so you can see what's going on, and as soon as police start talking, I'm going to bring that to you. But just talking to witnesses and watching cell phone videos, we've heard at least dozens of gunshots, it sounded like. And at this point, talking to witnesses, they think 4 to 6 people were shot at a pool here at La Jolla Crossroads, and police have shot the shooter. This is all according to witnesses. So what you see over here is a crowd gathered, waiting for police to brief everyone on exactly what happened. Police Chief Shelley Zimmerman is here. We did see her come, and as you can see, this entire street, Judicial, is blocked off. Police cars, there are people everywhere. From, again, what witnesses have told us, it looks like 4 to 6 people shot here inside a pool area, and then officers shooting the gunman. At this point, we don't know why. I have seen photos and video from inside the pool area. It's very graphic. And I'm going to head over here right now because it looks like police are getting ready to start. And from this, we should be able to get the actual details confirmed. So I'm going to jump through here right now. And if I'm silent for a minute, it's just because we're waiting for them to talk.
They might chat with you. I know. Sorry. Was the audio okay? Sorry. I think it's okay. They might have real talk to you after this.
Again, Police Chief Shelley Zimmerman and Fire Chief Brian Fennessy.
Party.
Yes. Probably heading to
yeah.
We don't have, I don't know how she's going to come to them. I don't have eyes.
If you're on here with Facebook Live, we are just waiting for Police Chief Shelley Zimmerman to update us. We're outside the La Jolla Crossroads on Judicial Drive.
Okay. 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 Yeah, but you can put it down and just talk to me when you need to. Yeah, I can. Okay.
Chief's coming?
No, I don't. It was someone else.
We're still waiting on
We're still
Police
waiting.
Chief Zimmerman.
Okay. Hello? Okay, you're in too. Yeah, we're just waiting. I saw her walk in, but I don't see her yet. They seem like it's gonna be really soon. I mean, they said a minute and a half like 3 minutes ago. So just the way the guy's standing there made me think like she's on her way. But I can't. I'm trying to see, but there's like a crowd of people blocking me, so I can't really see where she's walking from. Brian's taller than me. Will you let me know when you see Shelley?
Yeah, I haven't seen her yet.
Okay.
Are these considered apartments or condos?
Apartment.
Still haven't seen
Yeah, we still don't
the
see her.
chief. Oh, it looks like officers
They're
are
walking.
heading
They're
this
walking
way.
this way now.
She's coming this way. Police Chief Shelly Zimmerman with San Diego Police heading this way to update us on the shooting at La Jolla Crossroads.
Who, me? What? They're on their way now. They're on their way now. She's like 15 feet away.
It's gonna be tough to hear.
Well, first of all, on behalf of our San Diego Police Department, San Diego Fire Department, our city, thoughts and prayers and our hearts go out to all the victims, their families, and to anyone that witnessed this tragic event. I'll tell you what we know so far. That information may change, but I'll tell you what we have so far. Is that shortly after, a few minutes after 6 p.m. this evening, our communications center received numerous calls regarding a shooting in the 9,000 block of Judicial Drive in the pool area. They described the suspect as a white male wearing brown shorts, armed with a gun, and who had shot numerous people in the pool area. Our helicopter, Able, was the first to arrive, and our helicopter saw that the suspect was still in the pool area and was armed and appeared to be reloading. Officers arrived on scene, and the first 3 officers that arrived on scene, our helicopter directed our officers to the pool area. Our officers saw the suspect, engaged the suspect, saw that the suspect was still armed. The suspect pointed the gun at our officers, and 3 of our officers fired on the suspect, and the suspect went down, and the suspect has been pronounced. The suspect is deceased. What we know so far is that there are 8 victims suffering from gunshots. We know that several of them are in critical condition, and they were transported to local hospitals. What we're asking is that we have numerous witnesses that did see this, and our officers, detectives are talking with those witnesses. But what we're also asking, if anyone has any additional information or witnessed this, to come forward and please contact our police department. That's the information that we have right now. We'll continue to update you as we get more information.
Any woman was included in this? I want to find out one more sister.
What is any question?
Chief, anything, heard anything about any motive or anybody saying who this guy was? Are you familiar with the victims or why?
We don't have any information of that. Of course, the investigation is just in the very preliminary stages of it. As you can imagine, we have a lot of work to do, a lot of investigation that's going to occur, and we don't have any of that.
Who, me?
Suffering, victims are suffering from different injuries. Different.
You said.
I don't have any information.
Do you think that might be racially motivated?
I don't have any information.
Was there any indication that the suspect was?
I don't have any. Again, unfortunately, I don't have all those answers for you right now. This is in the preliminary stages of this. Right now, we're going to launch to make sure that all the victims that were injured, make sure that they get the best care possible. That's occurring right now.
You're all men?
Chief Zimmerman.
Are any Indians in there?
So what we'll do, just in the very preliminary stages, so what we'll do is that we'll update you again, probably within an hour or so, and we'll get you more information on some of these questions that you're asking.
And Chief, can you just kind of play out the scenario based on video from what Astria saw or Abel saw, and how the shooting between the suspect and the police played out, was there any attempt by police to try to apprehend him, or did it just happen too quick? He fired on them.
I don't have that information. What the information that I put out is the only information that I have.
So 8 victims, any fatalities?
I know several are critical. I don't have that information. We'll have more for you at the next briefing. I did want to give you.
And Chief, the 8 victims.
I think you saw it from upstairs.
All right, so I know that was a little tough to hear, so I'm going to step back and give you an update that you can hear a little better. That was Chief Shelly Zimmerman updating the media and a crowd of people who've gathered here at the La Jolla Crossroads Apartments. According to police, they had multiple calls coming in about a shooter at the pool, in the pool area of the La Jolla Crossroads. Their helicopter pilot was the first to see this, and the pilot was overhead, saw him in the corner appearing to reload. So at that point, officers screamed to the scene. They ended up shooting and killing the suspect. 8 victims were wounded by that suspect before police got there. They've all been taken to the hospital. They all are suffering from gunshot wounds ranging, she said, from critical, and at this point, nobody has died that we know of or that she knows of. We do have a reporter at the hospital as well, though, and we'll have more updates on that. Gotta hope that these people pull through. Hopefully, the folks in critical condition will get the medical care they need. But everybody is at the hospital now, and the shooter has been killed, shot and killed by police. We asked about a possible motive, and police said they didn't know, at least at this point. That's something that witnesses had speculated about, and we'll be working to find out. I can tell you from talking to witnesses before this and watching some of the cell phone footage and things that they have, there were dozens of shots. Some obviously from those officers. You heard it come in multiple rounds, and the first rounds from them. I saw people on video running out here to the street onto Judicial before the police had even gotten here, telling drivers not to pull in here because there was a shooting. And then there were people who were here that live here that were at the pool area that were taking people from the pool behind this bus area, taking victims out of here while this guy is reloading, and taking them here safely out towards the sidewalk, towards the street, to get them out of harm's way. This again was all stuff that was told to us earlier by victims, or I'm sorry, by witnesses who were here. And then according to police, now we know that there are 8 victims. They are all in the hospital, and that shooter is dead. You see police are still everywhere, still investigating this. And you heard the chief say it. They plan on doing another media briefing for us when they get more information. As soon as she got off that podium there, she headed straight inside to probably get more information. Like I said, we have a crew down at the hospital as well, where we anticipate there'll be another news conference, and they will have more updates on conditions. You see, this is another ambulance that's here that looks to be leaving now at this point. Still, the street shut down. This is Brook Lane and Judicial Drive, to be exact. 8 people shot here who were at a pool having what witnesses say looked to be just a get-together, a Sunday get-together at the pool, shot by somebody. You know, another witness told us that the guy may have been holding a beer in one hand, a gun in the other hand, that he looked to be not even really distressed, just almost relaxed as this was going on. And I have seen from photos, from things on the inside, that police were able to shoot and kill him as well. So the shooter was a white male. No information from police yet on who the victims are. That's something that we'll wait to hear. No information on ages as far as kids or how many men or women. I saw from video personally that at least one woman was pulled out of here. So we know that. You see the crowd's kind of starting to thin here after this. The suspect is not alive. And as for why somebody would do this, we'll have to wait and see. And we're obviously not going to hear it from him, but there's so many people here. And if he lived inside this community, there were a lot of people on the balcony at the time. There were a lot of people who were around, who were listening to this. So, you know, police are right now inside interviewing all of them. You see there are people inside the crime tape, even over here talking to officers. Officers right here by the fountain area. There's multiple police officers, investigators, detectives right through there behind that van. We've seen obviously the crime scene techs, and even the police chief is here. One thing that, which if you live in this community, you know, many people who live here say this is just not something that happens here. And I can tell you that I've been in San Diego about a year, and no shootings like this in this area at all while I've been here. A lot of people were shocked. A lot of people didn't know what was going on. One man told me, who we interviewed, just thought of this as well. He said that he knew there was a party going on at the pool. He thought it was part of the party. And when he looked over, when he heard it, when he looked over and saw people, he said it looked like, he described it as almost like an Olympic Games. They were trying to jump out of the pool, climb the fence so fast and get out of there, get away from it. That was how he described the chaos and how the urgency of the people in there when the shooting was going on. And that's when he knew something was wrong. He said he started running as well, hearing gunshots. And as you can see, I mean, there are kids around in this area as well. No information on how any of the victims were young, but we know at least one of them was a woman because we saw that. And if you're just joining us, I'm gonna have to jump off here shortly to get some more information. I want to talk to more witnesses, but if you're just joining us, there's been a shooting just before 6 o'clock here at the La Jolla Crossroads on Judicial Drive. 8 people shot, some in critical condition. They've all been taken to the hospital. Police came, shot and killed the suspect. He had attempted to reload at one point, and now investigators are still here talking to witnesses, gathering information, and we have crews at the hospital and here at the scene. Hope we were able to provide you guys with some updates. If we get anything else from police when they do have that second news conference, I'll probably pod up another Facebook Live and bring it to you. It's tough. I'll try to get a little closer. There was a big crowd, and I know it's tough to hear, but our microphones will pick it up, so when it airs later, you'll be able to hear it. But I'll try to get at an angle where hopefully you guys can hear it a little better, and I'll see you here in just a bit.